Hey guys, so I'm here with my 2015 must-have favorites, whatever you want to call it, which I've been loving the whole year of 2015. It isn't that many things. I didn't really switch up a lot of stuff, but I wanted to share my stuff. So I'm going to start the way I would normally put on my makeup. And I'm going to start with primers. So in the beginning of the year, I was all about the Professional, and I still use it from time to time. I love that it actually blurs out any, I don't have like large pores, but I do have, around here like that you could see. So I did love this. And then when I ran out of it, I didn't go back to pick it up. So I went with drugstore and picked up the Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro. This is the number 2, which smooths, resurfaces, brightens, mattifies, protects, 5-in-1 result. And this was pretty good. I enjoyed this. During the summer, I didn't wear as much. Makeup, but I did use that when I would, put on my BB cream if I didn't want just like I didn't want full coverage, so I didn't want full foundation, but I did want, I wanted to look good. Then towards the end of the year, I picked up the Makeup Forever HD High Definition Primer. I had run into this, I think at, I want to say Marshall's, and I picked up 2 of them, and I really enjoyed it. It did a great job at just smoothing out my skin, making it, ready for foundation. So these are the 3 that I was loving. And then towards the end of the year, when Nikki Tutorial started talking about the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm, I bought the Sensitive. I think that's one she had. I was using this over my, whatever I use to cover pores. I was using this on the rest of the face because it has I don't remember what she said, but something that made your foundation stick. So I picked it up. I jumped on that bandwagon and I love it. Love it. I've been using it every day. Love the smell of the men's cologne. It isn't something that bothers me. I know a lot of people didn't like that, but I loved it. Next, I'm gonna go with my dark circle erasers and concealers. So normally I would use my LA Girl Pro Conceal or my Rimmel Match Perfect Concealer and Highlight before I put on my foundation, just to fix any dark circles that I might have. And then I would use my Maybelline Age Rewind. This is the dark spot eraser and this is the dark circle eraser. So I felt like this was a little thicker and I was enjoying putting it on that dark under eyes, then putting on all my foundation. And then if I wanted a little more brightness, I would put this or the Maybelline, this is in Fair, the Fit Me concealer, over it for that, Kim K kind of pop or whatever. Then for foundation, towards the beginning of the year, I was in love with the Estee Lauder Double Wear, but because it was so expensive, I don't really pick up high-end foundation, only because I do wear makeup every single day. I am one of those people that even if I'm going to the store, I put on makeup. I don't just leave my house barefaced, not because I'm ashamed or anything, but because I love makeup and I love to have a full face at all times. So I picked this one up, but I didn't want to waste it, so I did use it at the beginning of the year. Then I put it aside and picked up the L'Oreal Infallible, and this was heaven. It did such a great job, and I do have dry combination skin. Now in the winter it's more dry, but this didn't give me like that drier look. It was amazing. So I picked this up. And then when the Fit Me Dewy and Smooth foundation came out, I picked it up and I fell in love. And I got 220 and this is 310. I think it's 220 or 210 and this is 310. And throughout the summer I was using the BB creams, the Garnier BB creams, and so I put this one down, and then there was a sale or something and I picked this one, which is the Rimmel Photo Ready Airbrush Effects, and I loved it so much. But I started using this and this towards like the end of the year, because during the summer it's all about BB creams with me. I mean, I just sweat so much that it makes no point. So with that, I love to use either my, and this one I've already used so it's a little dirty, it's my Real Techniques sponge or the Beauty Blender. I just think it gives it like a natural skin-like compared to using a brush. I do use brushes from time to time, but mostly it's a sponge. And then to set that, I would go in with my Milani powder foundation. This is in natural, and I would just take like my big powder brush and just set it towards really the center, which is where I get oily. The sides really I don't set. And so that is what I set it with. And then I would go in, then I would go in with my contour, and I picked this foundation palette up the beginning of the year, which looks like that, and it's just different tones of foundation, but it is cream. Well, it's a cream, and I was using this to contour my face, especially the dark ones towards the summertime where I was a little darker, just to, you know, give me a little more something. And I love this. This is from e.l.f. They're the ones where you can pop it and put it into a Z palette or something. And I didn't hear too much about it, but I loved it. And then to set that, I would go in with the e.l.f. contour palette, which looks like that. As you can see, this color here, which is like that banana color, I've already hit pan. This one is nice for like a little highlight. And then I would set the bronzer. I would set the foundation, what am I saying? I would set the foundation that I used to contour with these two. And if I didn't want to use this, then I would go in with my Oldie but Goodie NYC bronzer in Sunny. Looks like that. It's perfect. And then for highlight, towards the beginning of the year, I was all about the Mary Luminizer. Towards the beginning of the year, I was all about the Mary Luminizer, which is what I actually have on today, mixed with the Hollywood Boulevard from Wet n Wild. This is from Fergie. Looks like that. It's beautiful. I have this one and the, I don't remember what the other one is called. It's more of a rosy color. So I think this has more of like that rosy gold kind of a highlight. But when you mix it with this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can really see it, but it is just like a beautiful mixture of the two, and from any angle you can see it. So I love this and this, because I've tried a bunch of highlights, but I always come back to this because it's just the right amount of glow color. Like, it isn't gold, it isn't like that white, it's like just perfect. So love that. Then to set that, I would go in with, towards the beginning of the year, I was all about the L'Oreal Infallible. It's drugstore. It felt just like the Urban Decay All Nighter. Love this. Then I went into Sephora and picked up the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix 2 because I was feeling like my skin was a little dry, and this was giving it like that moisture that it needed. This was great. And then I went and picked up the MAC Fix Plus because that is great for setting and giving you that moisture, but this does something to your makeup that just, I don't know, it just like meshes and mixes everything together and just looks so beautiful. So love, love, love this. I didn't pick up the coconut one or that other one that they had. Look, I don't remember what the other one was, but I didn't grab that. I got the regular Fix Plus and I love it. And what else do I have now? So now when I would do my lashes, I'm about that 3 to 4 different kind of mascaras at a time. I don't just use one because I like different mascaras for different things. I like some that give me volume. I like some that, you know, separate, and some that just thicken and all of that. So I picked up the L'Oreal Voluminous Original. Love, love, love this. It's on its own, it's nice on days where you're just, you know, you just want something quickly. Love, love it. But I love mixing it with the Lash Sensational. This one I use more because the wand on this is, it's like that, but because it has those little spiky bristles, it's great for separating and, you know, getting the bottom. So then the Scandalized from Rimmel has like this weird zigzag kind of a brush, but it gives you it gives your lashes towards the end just like that beautiful falsy kind of look. It's like thicker towards the back than the front, and it just, I don't know, it's just, you have to try it. I've already picked up a backup because it's something that I love, love, love. So for lips, not so for lips, so for lips, I've been loving Jordana lip liners. I'm all about Jordana lip liners. It's drugstore. They work great with any kind of lipstick. My favorites are Baby Berry, Tawny, and Rock and Rose, I think it's called. But love, love them. I have so many, and every time there's a sale, I pick up more. So for lipstick, I'm all about Milani. I like any kind of lipstick really, but Milani's formula has really, you know, they've really stepped up their game. This one I have here is in Nude Cream. Looks like that. It's just like a perfect nude. It isn't too pink. It isn't too brown. It's like that perfect color. And then when the Jordana Modern Matte Lipsticks came out, I picked up every color. My favorite to wear are, what is this one? Number 7, Matte Popular, which is just like that perfect pink. For days when I want a little more color, I love this one, which is Matte Girl. It's like, just like perfect mauve colors. Today what I have on is where's the one I have on today? I don't know which one is it that I have on today, but I have one of them on today. I don't know where I put it. But so these are for setting under my eyes. I know I'm like jumping backwards now, but I picked up the Coty Airspun Loose Powder. This is in translucent. This has been so beautiful for setting under the eyes. You can set your whole face with it, but I've been loving it for setting under my eyes. It just gives it like that beautiful glow without having like that flashback, because I did use the NYX HD finishing powder. I was using this under my eyes, but I was realizing that when I would take a picture, it had like the flashback on it, and I guess because it's HD, but it is beautiful on days where I'll wear it to work and stuff where I know I'm not going to be taking pictures. But when I know I want to take pictures, I always use this one. And sometimes I'll mix the two, but I have been gravitating more towards this. It's just so beautiful. It's drugstore, and I'm going to do one palette, and it's the Kat Von D Shades and Light. This is the Eyes palette. So I picked this up towards the end of the year, and I also picked up their contour palette. But I picked it up towards the end of the year, so I didn't want to add this on because I didn't use it the whole year. But it is something that I do gravitate to so much, just like my Morphe palette. This is the 35T. I've shown you guys this before. It's like perfect for the fall. It's got a bunch of berry colors. It's got, you know, golds and stuff. But I picked it up towards the end of the year, so I didn't want to add it on. For eyeshadow, I've been loving the singles from Rimmel. This is Bella Charcoal, but I picked up, I think, every single one of them, and they're just so pigmented and so, you know, easy to work with. Let me show you here. These are just some of the ones that I've picked up, and it's drugstore. They're pigmented. They're so creamy, so easy to work with. So those I've been loving year round. So I think that is it now. Yeah, so let me know what you guys been loving. I would love to know. Maybe I'll pick up a few things that you guys might recommend. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.